Hi guys, Bricknut here, and today we are going to take a look at set number 8265, and it's called the front loader, and it's from the year 2009 and has 1061 pieces. The price I've got here is in US dollars, or I presume it's US dollars. It's got $80. So I presume when that was still an active set, that's what that would have cost in America. No idea what that would have cost here. Probably around the £100 mark, thereabouts, give or take. But anyway, my gear wheel that I needed arrived. This is what I needed to finish it. I started it Saturday, and thankfully this arrived today. I bought a pair of them, so I've got a spare one. And as it arrived today, it allowed me to finish this front loader off. And I actually really like it. I know it's got some age to it now, but it's got some features, you know. It's got good looks to it. It does look like what a real one would look like. You know, it's got all the safety handrails around here. Sort of like a little platform that you'd walk on. A little ladder you'd climb up to get into the cab. It's got a handrail on the other side. I'll show you the other side in a minute, because it's got an important feature on the other side. Instead of using pneumatics, this uses linear actuators. I have to say that slowly, otherwise I can't say it. The engine hood does open. Doesn't stay up though, but it does open. It does steer, just like the real one. It just steers in the middle there. Although a real one would have hydraulic rams in there to steer it, but this one, yeah, no, it hasn't. I think it's got something that sort of loosely resembles it, but I'll have to show you that on the other side. So the steering is just done with the usual little knob on the top here. The wheels, front and back, are connected together, and that is also connected up to the simulated engine in the back here. So anyone familiar with sets like this will know you can watch the pistons go up and down when you move it along like that. Right, it's even got mirrors. I have got one of the bracket pieces up here wrong, but I don't know which side is wrong. Thought I'd picked up two of the same when I was building this, but nope, but I will rectify that. But while I'm actually on the subject of wrong parts, there's, I do apologise for the poor light. I'm at my computer desk because the bench is too full of stuff. This black brick here is actually meant to be yellow. But it appears I didn't have enough yellow, so I just substituted those for a couple of black. They're the only two parts I've substituted. And the only part I had to buy was the clutch gear. Here's the other side. There's no ladder, but there is a yellow lever here. That is your gear selector to operate these. You flick it back like that. You turn the knob that's on the back here. There. You just turn that. And that one will raise and lower the front arm. When you flick it forwards, it operates the middle one, which is your bucket tilt. If you have it going straight up like that, it's in neutral. So you couldn't accidentally knock your control knob on the back and raise or lower your arm, or your loader I should say. Now I'm going to turn it back this way round so I'm not reaching in front of the camera like that to show you the arm working. I'm going to bring this back a little like that. Here we go. So I suppose we better raise it up, shouldn't we? So move my selector back, twiddle the little gear wheel on the back here, and up she goes. You can convert this to power function, so this is all motorized, which is just a case of attaching a battery pack under the bottom here and a motor in place of this manual shaft. That is it. I suppose if you were familiar enough with Lego Technic and the power functions, you could convert this to a fully radio controlled. I really can't see why not. You might have to take out the pretend engine in the back here to do it, but so yeah, that's the up mechanism. So if I now switch that forwards, there we go. I could empty the bucket out if I had anything in it. This is only going to be displayed, so I don't think I'm going to bother with power functions, at least not yet. So it's even got lights on stems here, it's got rear lights, it's got big exhaust. Flick that again so I can drop this down. I'm not sure I like linear actuators for this sort of task, but I guess if you wanted to learn gearing and the use of universal joints, because there is 3 in here, 1, 2, 3, and oh, I forgot to show you, the other side there's basically a big yellow brick that joins the steer mechanism to a lift arm on this, and that's what turns it. Here's 3 universal joints in this gap. I'll zoom you in so you can see. The bottom one is the drive shaft for the wheels. As you can see, the top one, which is actually currently turning, if I can just get that in shot better, is for your up and down motion of your loader arm, and if I just quickly flick that over, the middle one is for your bucket tilt. It's quite clever how those universal joints work. Now I'm going to leave that bucket there. I did enjoy this, but it wasn't as fiddly or as complicated as my pneumatic backhoe. But then again, this doesn't have all the hoses for all the pneumatics and things, which have got to be in the right place and whatnot. This is all geared, you know, it's all gear driven, so it's 2 vehicles that do exactly the same thing but using 2 different methods. So here's the other reason I like Lego. It could be a good educational tool as well. You know, this could have been used, or could be used in a classroom to just demonstrate gearing and gearboxes, because technically there's 2, 1 for each set of wheels, and I suppose the gearbox, or this whole assembly, could be classed as one big gearbox to drive the actuators. It's longer than I thought that was going to be as well. When I first started, I actually thought it was only going to be that long. I didn't realise all of this hung off the back side of it. But never mind. And I have got the issue on this one, which could just be some faulty parts or weak parts. See that shaft going across the top there? That's the shaft for the controller on the back of the digger, and this black connecting rod, axle rather, keeps coming out of one of the grey connectors that are on there. These grey tubular connectors. If I'm not careful, if I accidentally pull on the control knob on the back here, if I accidentally pull on that, it comes off with very little effort, but that could just be a weak axle or a weak connector. So I might change those, although it didn't do it when I was demonstrating the loader. Just moved by itself. I was just sitting here staring at it, trying to think of what to say next, and it just rolled backwards. Anyway, I am planning, hopefully in the near future, to get another Technic digger. Yeah, I know, another Technic digger. That'll be the third one. But this one is an old one, an old one. Actually, I think it was the first one they did. Can't remember the set number. I can remember my cousin owning it, and I remember one day I was over at my cousin's. We actually sat there and built it up between us. But that uses pneumatics and gears. The front loader's gear operated like this, but not with linear actuators. That's all done differently. And the excavator arm, the backhoe, is all pneumatic. So it's one I've wanted for a long time. So I think I'm actually going to bite the bullet and try and get that one soon. Because next to Lego City, I do like my Technic as well. I'm not a mock builder in Technic. I just want to collect models like this and just enjoy putting them together, because it was fun. Almost 6 hours to build it in total, but it was fun. And I did make a few errors along the way that I did have to go back and rectify, but I'm sure most of us have misread the instructions from time to time. I know I do. Not so much on Lego City sets, but I find it's actually quite easy to do on a Technic set. But yeah, the only problem I've got now is I don't know where to put it. I've taken my bookcases down and I still haven't done anything in this corner yet. So I didn't think of that when I built it. Oh well, I'll find somewhere to sit it for now. Perhaps I'll have to have a designated shelf or something to put these on. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little review. And if you did, feel free to hit the like button and leave a comment down below, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.